Both sides of Kennedy versus Bremerton School District argued their case all comes down to the First Amendment. In the end, the majority ruling in favor of individual freedom over government censorship.
The First Amendment means that people of faith can be people of faith. They don't need to choose between the job that they love and their faith to stay employed.
In 2015, the Bremerton School District in Washington state fired Coach Joseph Kennedy for praying on the 50-yard line after football games. Their concern? That allowing those prayers to go on would come across as a state endorsement of his religion. Kennedy's lawyers pointed to both the free exercise and free speech clauses of the Constitution to protect the coach's right to pray. The High Court agreed. Justice Neil Gorsuch, writing for the majority, said, quote, "Respect for religious expressions is indispensable to life in a free and diverse republic, whether those expressions take place in a sanctuary or on a field, and whether they manifest through the spoken word or a bowed head."
What I think we saw Justice Gorsuch say so well today is that you cannot use, school districts cannot use the Establishment Clause to censor the free exercise clause, as they've done so many times, too many times in the last many years now.
In her dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor accused the court of eroding religious liberty for all by elevating the religious rights of a school official over those of his students. Monday's ruling also had major implications on the so-called Lemon test. For decades in religious liberty cases, the Supreme Court referred to a ruling from 1971, Lemon versus Kurtzman, as a framework for dealing with separation of church and state under the First Amendment. Now, experts say that complicated legal standard has essentially been eliminated, meaning courts will no longer necessarily favor secular interests over religious ones.
I think it's very clear that the Lemon test is now no longer good law, that instead we're going to look at the unique facts and history, the circumstances that has welcomed religion in the public square throughout our country's history.
Coach Kennedy told CBN News his faith has sustained him through a long legal battle. Now he's ready to get back out on the field.
My faith has grown so much, not just in God and the closeness of that, but the faith through my family. We've become a lot tighter as a family as Christians, and also everybody in the nation. It's just great to see how God works in these ways.
4 decisions remain to be announced by the High Court this term, including Biden versus Texas, an immigration case which addresses the Remain in Mexico policy. As of now, Wednesday is the last decision day on the calendar. Caitlin Burke, CBN News, Washington.